Another loss for the Bucs. We are now at 7-9. And once again, I am not shocked that we lost the game. This game was a little different though. For one second, I had some hope that maybe this game, we would turn it around and we would probably get the victory after that first drive. Had a good defensive stand, 3-and-out, then went down the field and scored a touchdown, and we were up 7-0. And before you know it, we're down 17-7, and at that point, the offense just could not muster any kind of plays to make them relevant. And when they were getting into the end zone or close to the end zone, we were turning the ball over. Collectively, this game was lost, I would say, by everybody. I know Baker did have 3 turnovers, and he's been just off. He's been just off since the Lions game. He just has not been able to recover. He's had some moments, where he looks like the classic Baker or the Baker that we've been used to having in the last couple of years, but I don't know if it's the offensive line. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's his injury. I don't know if it's just a mindset at this point, but he is not the same Baker that we've had the last couple of years, and we have to acknowledge that. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint what the issue is, but Baker has been a huge issue for the football team the last couple of games. In particular, he's not taking care of the football. And, this reminds me of the Bucs teams that we had from 2010 to 2019, where, they had a lot of weapons, a lot of talent on these teams, but they had no defense, no run game, and a quarterback who was prone to turning over the football. And it just feels like that. It feels like we don't have that killer instinct, even though we have weapons, even though we have talent on both sides of the football. We have Winfield, we have Tyke Smith, we have Diaby, we have Jamil Dean, we have, all these guys, right? I know if you're not a Bucs fan, you don't know who they are, but these are guys that are pretty good, right? But somehow they're not getting it done. The defense played okay today, not too great, but did they give up 2 huge touchdowns to a quarterback in his second start of his career? And somehow we made them look good, right? The run defense, I don't know what's happening to them. They've gotten worse again. I think they gave up over 150 yards, for sure over 100, and it just was a non-factor again, right? Didn't do anything, right? Didn't do anything to help us out, right? So Panthers lost. I wasn't shocked about them losing as well. I mean, they played the Seahawks, so that was probably expected. So now it's between, again, the last game of these two teams. It feels horrible, to be honest, to be in a situation, because it doesn't really matter who wins this game. We all know these two teams are going to get bounced in the first round. They do not deserve to go to the playoffs, either one. So even if we win on Sunday, which I seriously doubt at this point, we have lost 4 straight to teams under 500. And I wouldn't feel good about it. This team needs a complete reset. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the coaching, if it's the quarterbacking, the defense. I don't know. I mean, we have the people. We have the players to compete. We saw it early in the year, right? When we were 5-2, 5-1. Even with the injuries, this football team was competing. They were playing well. And ever since the Lions game, like I said, it's like teams have figured out that if you put pressure on the quarterback, in particular in the middle, the guards, the center, then we can't stop it, right? There's no run game. I know Tristan Wirfs did not play today, but it didn't matter because this offense is pedestrian. And with all the weapons that we have, it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how many weapons you have. If you cannot protect the football, if you cannot protect the quarterback, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It does not matter how good of a team you have if you cannot block for your quarterback. And on the other side, if you can't pressure the quarterback, it doesn't matter who's back there. Doesn't matter that you have Winfield. Doesn't matter you have Jamel Dean, who's been having an amazing season and is probably going to leave the team, to be honest, right? Because we drafted Morrison to, replace him. So at 7-9, this team does not deserve to go to the playoffs. I don't care if they win next week. I do not care if they win next week. This team does not deserve to go to the playoffs. They're a horrible football team. They're poorly coached. They're undisciplined. They're making rookie mistakes. I mean, the fact that you guys are still, have busted coverages in week 17 to a quarterback in his second start, throwing to a free agent rookie wide receiver. What is the excuse? Either you guys do not care, right? You're mentally checked out, which is also another possibility. These guys are done. Or you just can't play. You can't play for this team, right? And I just don't know. I don't know. I cannot pinpoint why this team is losing. You have all of the players back, with the exception of 2 guards again, and the line has been an issue again, but everybody else is back. All the receivers that we talked about in the offseason, who's going to guard this guy, right? McMillan had a good game. Godwin had a good game. Evans had a touchdown. But you're still not productive. You're still not making any kind of noise. 17 points with this team? Why? It's unreal. I mean, the fact that your defense can't stop anybody and you give it away 3 times on the road. What do you expect? I can only imagine what is being said in the locker room. But again, I did read something earlier regarding Todd Bowles, and according to Ian Rappaport, his job is not in danger, which to me is shocking if that's the case. Like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do to address these issues? This guy has been on the team since he took over. The best season has been 10 wins. I don't know if he just can't handle the defense and being a head coach. I don't know if his players don't like the scheme. I don't know, but it just is not working. It's not working. Whatever you're doing, guy, it's not working for the football team. Maybe the schemes are too complex and these guys just get confused because it's week 17 and you're still making horrific mistakes. A 70-yard or whatever it was touchdown to a rookie quarterback, guys. Come on. Come on. The fact that I'm making another episode of this team losing, again, I did not expect to win the game, not because the team is good. They're not good. We just suck. Plain and simple. This team is horrible. It is not a good football team. Nothing else I can say about them. They're not a good team. And any other Bucs fans out there who disagree, please tell me where I'm wrong. Please. Especially if you have seen this football team in its heyday, in its glory days, and you've seen them, when they were 2-14. You've seen losing. You've seen winning. You know the difference. And what I'm seeing the last couple of games is a team who is finding ways to lose the game. It's plain and simple. You have the talent. You have the playmakers. There's no other reason why you're losing this game other than you are beating up yourself. 3 giveaways on the road. And we were still in the game. 3 points. That was a block kick that could have tied the game. But, my God, guys, this is frustrating. Frustrating. And I'm glad I did not sit down on the couch and watch this game. Because that would be a complete waste of my time. And this is what I'm doing now, right? I'm still listening to the game as I'm doing other things throughout the day. I'm watching it on Red Zone, right? But I am not going to sit down and watch you guys just lay an egg and me waste 3 hours of my day when I could have been doing something else because you decided not to play. No, I'm not doing that. And it sucks because, I want to be with the Bucs fans. I want to go out there to Duffy's, all these bars that host the Buckaholics and all these things. But I don't want to show up to a bar just to see us lose the game. Like, why? I went to the Rams game a couple of weeks ago. Horrible experience. You guys are unwatchable at the moment. I'll listen to you. You'll be background noise at the moment. But as of right now, I'm not supporting you. I'm not going to do that and sit down and give you my time because you don't deserve it. You simply don't. I'm holding you accountable as a fan. Maybe this is ridiculous and stupid. You guys don't even know who I am, right? And I'm just ranting. But I'm just tired of this crap, man. This is not the window to make another Super Bowl run is basically done. Unless somehow next year you decide to show up with all these players you have on your team. I don't even know what's going to happen to Mike Evans. Is he coming back? Is he going to retire? Levante David. So sad. I'm glad he got a Super Bowl, but is this how he's going to go out? He has been great for the organization. And I know he's been struggling as of lately. It's time for him to go. I get it. But so many uncertainties for this football team. I don't know what's going to happen to them. And I don't want him to win. To be honest, I don't want him to win next week because that would be the worst thing they can do. You win a game. Yes, you go into the playoffs. You have your little celebration. And then you get bounced in the first round. And now you're picking 17th, 18th, 20th. In the draft for what? Just say you got a division win in the South? The worst division in football? You're going to win a division with 8 games? Are you serious right now? 8 and 9? It is unreal that this team is still in competition for a playoff spot with the way they're playing. It's why? Anywhere else, in any other division, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. So am I excited for next week? No, I'm not even going to be here. I might not even do more than likely, guys, I'm not doing a reaction next week, regardless of the situation, because I'm not going to be in town. Because I don't want to spend my time, my last week of vacation, doing something like this. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I am not going to watch your game. If I'm going to watch it, I'm going to be doing something else while I'm watching you guys. You have not been watchable since the middle of the season. The last game that I watched with joy was the 49ers game. Went to Duffy's. We watched it with a couple of buddies who are 49ers fans. Amazing game. That was a complimentary game. Everybody on the team played well. Today, it was the complete opposite. Everybody on the team was at fault. Defense, offense, special teams, y'all played horrible to lose this game. Yeah, Baker had his yards, but throwing a pick near the end zone and underthrowing McMillan, unacceptable. These are and especially on those 2 plays, correct me if I'm wrong, he was not under pressure. So I don't know what he was doing. I don't. I do not know what to say about this team. I am not shocked, again, that they lost the game. And I will not be shocked if they lose next week. Now, if they do win next week, like I said, I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm not. Because we're not going to do anything. We're going to win the game, right? Hypothetically, let's say we win next week. We'll get a little banner, division champions of the South, with an 8-9 record. And then we get bounced by the Niners or the Rams or the Seahawks. Bucs fans, if you're watching this, is that what you want to go through again? Another first round exit? It's time. We got to blow it up. I don't know who's got to go. I don't know what we got to do. But it's completely unacceptable. Unacceptable that this team, with this amount of talent that we had at 5-2, right? We were one of the best teams in the league. And we only won 2 games since. I've lost 4 straight. What is there to defend? Right? One of my buddies made a joke. He's like, defend them. That's the only defense they played all year. Right? But what is there to defend? There's nothing to defend. I cannot defend this football team. If somebody says they suck, they do suck. I'm just being honest. At the moment, they're not defendable. They're not watchable. There's nothing to be proud of as a Bucs fan. Yeah, I'm still going to wear my gear because I love my team, right? To a fault. I'm a fanatic. It's illogical. Makes no sense, right? Any other thing that I do, I would not be this supportive. But they're just not good. They're not good, and we have to admit it. I don't care who you are. I don't think anybody's defending this team. I mean, if you are, please tell me why they're good, because there is zero excuses as to why this team is 7-9. Zero. When you had that 3-game skid against the Bills, the Patriots, and the Rams, okay, that was understandable. And I said it back then. I said, you know what? Don't panic. They're going to be fine. We got an easy schedule. Oh, shoot. I spoke too soon. Because that turned out really horrible for the football team. Maybe I jinxed them. I don't know. But I've won only 1 game. And even that 1 game that we won. Or those 2 games against the Saints and against the Cardinals. They were not easy wins. They played like crap in those 2 games. They barely won those games against 2 horrible teams. And then they decided to take a crap for 4 weeks straight. That's a month, guys. A month. And you want to go to the playoffs with a 4-game skid? No. They don't deserve it. This team is not good. And I really hope that whoever is on this football team and wants to come back next year can reflect on that. Give us a reason to support you. Give us a reason to cheer, to wear these colors proudly, right? I'm from California. I clearly stand out here. There's no other Bucs fans other than the Buckaholics, right? Which I don't even see that often. I've only seen them a few times. But we are a minority here in California. Give me a reason to rock this stuff out in public. Right now, I was out with my wife, who's a Chargers fan, and she's like, you're all bucked out. Like, aren't you ashamed? Right? The fact that she's saying that. And I'm like, what do you say to that? What can you say to that statement? Everyone making fun of me, sending me texts. I can't defend you guys. I want to. I really do. But I cannot do it. So if you're listening to this, if you're a Bucs fan, if you're a Buccaneer playing for the team, maybe you'll listen to this. Hopefully, right? Give me a reason to support you. Because as of right now, I don't want to. And like I said, next week, I'm not watching your game. I'll be listening to it. I'll be on the road, spending time with my family as I should, right? I learned that. I'm emotionally attached to you as a fan, but I've learned that I cannot waste my time sitting down for 3 hours watching crap, and I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it. On that note, this is Flo. To the next one.